know though, you only live once, that's the motto. Many of you may recognize these well-known lyrics from the motto by rapper Drake. Within the first 6 months of this year, 2012, Drake was the #1 most illegally downloaded artist in the US. The motto was file shared and downloaded over 458,038 times. That's 76,339 times per month and a staggering 2,544 times within a single day. My name is Nicole Tino. I am currently employed with major U.S. music corporation, Warner Music Group, and have established a wealth of knowledge regarding music piracy, copyright, and infringement policy. The reason I'm here today is to enlighten you about the overwhelming effects of music piracy, and at the conclusion of my presentation, I wholeheartedly believe that you'll feel obligated to reevaluate your opinion of music piracy. Today we will discuss the problems music piracy creates, the causes of this worldwide epidemic, and learn the solutions that each and every one of us must follow. So let's begin by uploading the source of the problem. The problem with illegal music downloading, better known as piracy, is that it is destroying the music industry and steadily declining sales. The increase in illegal downloading is ultimately due to the rise of peer-to-peer file sharing networks. The NDP Group reported that in 2009, only 37% of music acquired by consumers in the US was actually paid for. The emergence of peer-to-peer file sharing networks, such as Napster, LimeWire, and BitTorrent, have created a 56% drop in US music sales, from $14.6 billion to $7 billion in 2011 alone. These statistics are already staggering, yet they don't include what's going on globally. The United States, with a total of 96 million, ranks #1 on the list of top 10 countries with the most illegal downloads. The UK ranks second, with a total of over 43 million. A study conducted by Jupiter Research in 5 European countries examined 5,000 internet users ages 15 and up and found that most of the illegal file sharers do not ever buy or pay for their music. The file sharing sites that consumers worldwide are building their libraries with have built their businesses off the backs of others, stealing the property of established artists and well-known music corporations. Therefore, technically anyone who engages in file sharing is committing theft. What many of us do not realize is that music piracy is destroying the industry and lives of those who work in it. When most people hear about music piracy, they assume that just the artists or musicians are being affected. However, it takes an entire team of people to create an artist. The people who make up this team are known as industry players. They include songwriters, recording artists, the record stores that you go to, music venues, the list goes on. Therefore, when a song is being downloaded and file shared illegally, each industry player is losing income and our economy is taking a hit. A credible study by the Institute for Policy Innovation gauges the annual harm to be $12.5 billion in losses to the U.S. economy. That's more than 70,000 lost jobs and $2 billion in lost wages to the American workers. Now that we've touched upon the problem, let's discuss the causes. Two major sources have given rise to our problem. They are a lack of awareness and the lure of free. The policy regarding music piracy and copyright law is enforced regularly. However, there still seems to be a lack of awareness when it comes to understanding the consequences of engaging in this act. Half of you have admitted that you often illegally download or copyright music, most commonly retrieving it from online sources, making it easily traceable. Yet, there are other ways you can be committing piracy that you're not even aware of. Many of my friends have gone into libraries and checked out albums and then gone home and downloaded the album onto their computer. This is pure copyright theft. Although it is harder to track this activity, it is still possible, yet the best way to track this is through internet. Majority of the people who download illegally do not realize that each song they download may have already been file shared or downloaded prior to their use. Chairman Hillary Rosen of the Recording Industry Association of America said that individual users are accountable for illegally downloading and uploading copyrighted works off publicly accessible peer-to-peer networks. She warned that individual infringers cannot expect to remain anonymous when they engage in this illegal activity. Thus, if authorities catch you, such as the FBI, you're accountable for any illegal activity or downloading that file has occurred prior to your use of it. So what really drives us to continue pirating music? This, my friends, is the lure of free. It is this free-to-user appeal of legal file sharing that creates its unfair advantage over legitimate music services. An article I read in the state press regarding this issue stated that when people get something for free, they don't value it as if they would have they actually cared enough to buy it. We have discussed the problems and the causes of music piracy. Now let's import some solutions. If you have already committed acts of piracy, now is your chance to deviate from your thievery and learn new ways to obtain music legally. First, let's talk about what we can do on a personal level. Explore your alternatives. There are several legitimate sites and programs to legally acquire music from. Streaming services such as Spotify, Pandora, there's iTunes, there's also local record stores. I encourage all of you to go up the street to Ashland University to Zia Records. It's an awesome little record store and I'm sure you're going to find something you love. The next step we can do is to educate our peers. Visit Why Music Matters and learn more about this issue, and you can gain access to a huge list of legitimate music services that you can also share with your friends. You can also go to the Recording Industry Association of America's website to learn more about this unacceptable problem. The next level we can approach is to actively get involved. Sign Music United's worldwide petition to end music piracy, or join a club or organization on campus, such as A&R or TUF, to learn more about issues like this and be an active member of the legal music revolution. Above these efforts, we can all make an impact at a national level. Force our government to take stronger action against music piracy. Discover who your state representative is and write a letter to Congress saying no to music piracy and yes to industry pay. If we all wrote one brief letter, imagine the impact we could have. And then if we encouraged our friends and family to, it would be phenomenal. Today we discussed the problems music piracy creates, we understood the causes of the issue, and we learned the solutions that need to be implemented and followed. Although downloading one song may not feel illegal, the cumulative impact of millions is devastating, not only to the industry, but to you as well. First-time offenders can be subject to 5 years in prison and can be subdued to an overwhelming fine of $250,000. So next time you're tempted to download that new Drake song, make sure it's from a legal and legitimate source. Don't let music piracy run down one of our most beloved industries. Let's take action and put an end to illegal downloading. End music piracy. That's the motto.